listen to this.
I know y'all ain't try to have no come to Jesus meeting with us. Muffin time. Ready to get ready. What the hell is going on here? What's happening, my nigga?
If my business is not, somebody gonna lose their kidney.
And this is like, if I'm looking irritated, whatever it is, this is real. This is a healing situation, so I'm not finna front. Straight up. This is my story, my truth. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. I've been through some childhood trauma, and it pretty much has had my whole life in shambles. It has been a journey. It has been it's not easy to tell your story when your story is a real story. You know, as a child, I experienced some trauma, and being raped at the age of 7 and left for dead in the park truly, truly, truly made me go through some things that other kids probably wouldn't have to go through. But I believe that it made me stronger. And because I went through those things, I felt the need when I was going through my healing. I knew I wasn't the only one that was hurting. I know that my story is millions of women's story. It doesn't matter background. It doesn't matter race. It doesn't matter age.
This is a beat, Addicts beat. I'm eating white beat,
Keep your head up, even though I know you're fed up in life. Be throwing your punches, but you still gotta get up and fight. They low blows, but look, don't let it get you. Cause God, He got a plan, but Satan be trying to get you. I know you feel you're seeking, but both come to get you, don't worry.
I'm in people's business. No, it's my business. It's my responsibility. God say whatever you do to a child, you do to him. So I'm responsible. If I see something happening to a child that's breaking them, it's my responsibility. You know, I take it personally. You feel me? I know a lot of people be like, man, you extra, but man, somebody gotta care, because ain't nobody care about me. So I was left, what if I would have died, man? He did not come here to rape me. He left me to die. Because he ain't want me to survive. These people was protecting me to keep my life from this man when he tried to kill me. Because he did whatever he wanted to do and then left me on the ground like a dog. That's a problem. And a bunch of people, they sex trafficking kids all over this world doing the same thing. All the time. Some little kid, little girl right now is being done right now. And somebody got to say something. Somebody has to really make a change about this. Everybody's out here screaming in the street, but ain't nobody doing nothing but screaming in the street. So, that's my problem. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through this, because, hey, this is the part.
Hey, no matter what happens, I just can't give up now.
I just can't give up now. Come to California, where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe He's brought me this far to leave me.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephanie V. Harvey. The words rape, drama, fear, pain, and devastation. Those are words that many of you have heard, and they don't mean anything to you. But tonight, you will not leave without knowing the depth of the definition of those words when they come from within someone's soul. This evening, we are going to be discussing the real life story of Lyric. Lyric is the reason that Beauty versus the Beast became a documentary. When I saw it, I think it should be called Beauty That Conquered the Beast. So this evening, Lyric is here to tell her truth. Her truth is a hard one for her, and I hope it is an enlightenment and encouragement for you.
Yeah. Man, I done some things in my life, you did. Real. Wrote a song about it, here it go. I done things, know what I mean? Chasing his dreams, all of the hurt, all of the hate, the struggling just to be free. Know what I mean? But I am queen, this is my year. I'm coming through, cause God's blessing me. And done it, in them streets, road running. Money moves with my goons, flipping, stacking, getting them hundreds. All dudes, one running, ballin' straight up stunning. Living the vida loca, but God was trying to tell me something. Stop denying me like Pete. I'm the shepherd, you my sheep. And you thinking Vegas hot, well hell hotter than Vegas heat. So sit down, be humble, please. Don't act like your stuff don't stick. And turn from your wicked ways, deny yourself and follow me. Okay, God forgive me, please. I be bugging so. It's time to tell my truth, my story. Beautiful beast, real spit. Yeah. Man, I done some things in my life, you did.
Good evening, Lyric.
Hello, how you doing, Miss Stephanie?
I'm doing fine, but how are you? It's been a long journey.
Ooh, it's been a long journey. And today I'm happy. I'm happy to be closing out something that has been taking me so long to complete. But I'm very, my word today is I feel very proud of myself.
And you should. You know, I don't even know if just proud is a big enough word. You're a young lady that took pain.
Yeah.
Put it together with passion. And you can have pride this evening for everything that you're doing for everyone who has gone down your road and couldn't tell a story. You know, there's a song by Alicia Keys, I Won't Tell Your Secrets.
Yeah.
But in our community, that's always been the name of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is why there's a lot of pain.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank you for telling your secret.
Yeah.
For letting it out.
Yeah. It's my God, it's a lot to unpack. But I just, you know, when I'm gonna speak to, because I know I'm a little bit familiar to this camera thing, I'm gonna speak to people that's watching. I want you to understand that this is the most this is the realest thing that I've ever done in my life. And I've been at this thing for a minute, trying to figure out who I am as a woman, as a person, as a human being on this earth, what am I here for? And this very thing tried to destroy me my whole life, tried to silence me. And people put labels on me because they had no clue of what I've been through. And by the time I share what I've been through, it's always been overwhelming for people. So I didn't know how to really share this story. So today, y'all, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know I'm gonna tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you heal. You feel me? Time out for silence. Time out for suffering silently. Time out for walking and being strong when you tired and you weak and you need help. I hope that watching this saves your life, stop you from killing yourself, stop you from popping that pill, stop you from, you get what I hope that this makes you change your mind about healing and get to the bag for real, on the real heal. So let's go, Auntie.
Okay, your story, it's so much.
Yeah.
But let's start in the beginning.
What up, though? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, aka The Beautiful Beast, and I am from Las Vegas. I'm at Las Vegas, Nevada.
I don't look like what I've been through. Let me testify, I gotta tell the truth. I don't look like what I've been through. If he saved me, then he can save you.
My documentary, it makes me scratch. And what I intend on doing with this project is being transparent, being open, and helping people be free from a lot of the things that held me back. I want this to be very real because just as this project, it was not structured, but it was necessary. I went back home to Las Vegas, the place that I was, and went back to the park where I was raped and left for dead at the age of 7. And that was the start of my journey in this documentary. And I had to go back and dig deep of a lot of the things that pained me, that hurt me, things that hindered me, you know, even being somebody that inspires people, I still had hindrance and I still had things that was holding me back. So I had to deal with it. I had to go to counseling. I had to dig. And one of the things that I did was go over my life, back to my hood, back to where I was from, back to where I ran from, much like Moses. And I had to face the real. And it's an amazing project. It's very raw, true, and authentic. I am somebody. I am somebody. It's something that I had to tell myself when I lost my color as a little girl at a park. And then again at 17, a couple of feet from another park. And that story is a story of survival. I am somebody. Yeah. And I just want every girl to know that's been through anything like me. I can say me too. I understand. And we got it. And we survived. Persevere. Beast it. We'll make it. I am somebody. Listen, I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all take a walk with me working on my project, Beauty versus the Beast. And what I intend on doing with this project is being transparent, being open, and helping people be free from a lot of the things that held me back. So what I'm doing right now is I'm starting with where I say I lost my color. And it's right here at this park in front of the apartment complex that I was raised at, right? I just want to show y'all exactly like how close and proximity that I was when this happened to me at a young age of 7 years old. When I say I lost my color, I was raped and left for dead right here at this park. So I'm going to take y'all with me, and my intentions is so many young girls going through so much, and people overlook the emotional part of being molested or being raped and what it really does. So my hopes with this particular project is to let you know that you're not alone, that it's not your fault, and that you can overcome. You feel me? So I'm smiling now, you know, but it wasn't nothing to smile about. And actually, this is one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do in my life. But I feel that it's necessary and it's time to tell, I say, her story. So, got my best friend with me. So she gonna walk, you know, this is my ride or die right here. Been my friend since we was kids, long time. But she wasn't my actual friend that was with me, but this is my friend that's with me and that's been with me and been rocking with me since day one. You feel me? This park like has been a blockage for me my whole life. I lived right there. And I still would not come to this part of this park. I would go everywhere else. Did I go to that side? I go to Doolittle, I go to the library. I never. And we used to be able to walk through here, to walk through this park. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through this because, hey, this is the park. So I'll tell you the story, you know, pretty much. It was me and my little homegirl. We about 7 years old. And we walked at that time through there. Those things are blocking it, but we were able to come through here. And what we were doing is we made this bathroom, we was playing house. You know what I'm saying? We played house. You know, we had our little baby dolls, and you know, she had her babies and I had my babies. And what's ironic is the young girl that was my best friend at the time, she was handicapped. She had a speech impediment. She didn't speak well at all. She actually, you couldn't understand her. She talked like blah, 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 blah. But for some reason, at a young age, I was able to talk to her. I was able to understand her. So I was the only person in the neighborhood that didn't really bully her, but that played with her. So she was my friend. And nobody wanted to play with her that day. So here we had boys over there playing football, and they was over there, and we had a little park over there. Everybody was at the park. I'm telling you, that day was a park day. It was a Saturday morning or something. It was, you know, we was out of school. It was early. So it was a lot of activity right here in this park. And I remember I didn't want to play with the boys that day. Normally I play with my brothers, but I didn't want to play with them because when Mookie needed somebody to play with, she needed somebody to play with. So we came over here and we played house. So this was Mookie's house and this was my house. And at this house, I just was like, well, that's the men's bathroom. So we really more so stayed over here. And my house was just a house we ran in and out real quick because, you know, the men was over there. We ain't want to see nothing we weren't supposed to see. So we here. And what happens is, you can come in here. It's dark. But, see, we was just right here. We had our baby dolls all on the ground. And we was sitting up here playing with our baby dolls. So right here in this bathroom, we started and we were playing. And then a man came out of nowhere and he came in this bathroom. Well, he came to the bathroom and he was walking in. And I was like, sir, hey, how you doing? I'm real friendly, you know. I was a real lovable kid, you know. And I was like, hey, oh, you're in the wrong bathroom, sir. This is not for men. And he said to me, well, where the men's bathroom at? Again, I'm 7. I don't think nothing. I thought maybe the man didn't know how to read, right? So I was like, oh, I learned how to read. So let me show you, sir. And I come out and I'm like, this says women. See? And I was like, and this is your bathroom over here, sir. And I walked over here just like this. And I said, see, it say men. This is men's bathroom. This is for the girls over here. And I went in there and he said, thank you. And he looked at me real strange. I'll never forget the way he looked at me after he said thank you. That was the beginning where I start feeling that gut feeling where I used to know like someone right, but I wasn't really able to act on it. But when he said that, I was like, I felt something strange. I should have left. I should have got Mookie. Something wrong with that man. If I would have peeped how his energy, that's it. His energy was so negative. And but I'm a kid, so I didn't know, right? So we go back in there and go to playing. And then he comes back in there. And when he comes in the bathroom, what he does this time is he grabs me. And when he grabbed me, he told my friend to stay right there because again, remember she had a speech impediment so she couldn't talk. Or at least couldn't be understood by anybody else. So when he did this, he snatched me and he took me right again. I'm telling you, this park was full of people. And he snatched me right in front of a park full of people. I tell y'all, you need to watch your kids. Don't turn your head. Watch your kids. Adults was here. You know, kids, other kids was here. But he took me and he took me from here to there. And when he took me in that bathroom, he told me to be quiet and I better not scream. He was going to take his hand off my mouth, have me smothered. And he told me I better not scream. And I screamed. And people heard me screaming, but nobody came to rescue me. And I was pretty much raped right here and left for dead right in this men's bathroom. And it's all over everything. You can look it up. It's facts. Right on that floor. And this is what I really mean. The girl, my best friend that couldn't even speak, she the one that saved my life because I lied. My brothers thought I was still at home. They didn't know I was at the park. So they was not expecting me. I snuck by them so they couldn't see me playing with Mookie because I wanted to play with her. I didn't want to play football. I wanted to play with dolls. So I was like, I'm not going to tell them. So normally they looking out for me. Normally they watching me. But today they didn't know to watch me, so they wasn't looking for me. You know, a lot of people in my family like that's really tight with me. This is something we don't like to talk about because, you know, my cousins and brothers, they was right here in this park a few feet from me. They heard the screams and they didn't come because they didn't know it was me screaming. Had they known it was me screaming, my dad and my family got so much respect out here. If they would have known that was me, it wouldn't have never happened. But things happen. And that's the story. So what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to go ahead and spit a couple verses. I'm going to do my music video, I Am Somebody, because this is the place that I lost my color when I thought that I wasn't good enough no more, when I thought that it was over with for me. You know, you're a kid and you think, man, when you have to grow up,
after seeing the documentary, you really understand who people are. You may see a beautiful face. You may see someone that is a prominent business owner, someone that is thriving in who they are, but you never know their actual story behind closed doors. So actually seeing the documentary just really changed my life, because it lets me see that people can put on a happy face and they can smile and portray to be one person, but they can't really hold that up, through who they are. They can't. They have to basically just tell you what's going on in their life so that other people can heal. So I'm learning, and I've learned that a lot of people go through a lot of things and you don't know who people are until you really sit down and talk to them and get to know what they are doing in life and why they are here on this earth.
When I saw that documentary of a 7-year-old innocent young lady, everybody can remember 7. You can't remember 2, 3, and 4. Some people can barely remember 5, but 7 is completion.
Yeah.
So that's when it starts.
Wow.
That you really have the memories of childhood. Mm-hmm. And at 7 years old, you were a young lady in the beginning.
Yeah.
Playing with a friend. Right by your house. With an open heart.
Yeah.
So innocent.
So loving.
So
kind.
So pure. And so kind. Kind enough to show someone who you thought couldn't read that you were playing in the women's room with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And this is the men's room. Never to know that the predator was looking at you. What happens? People take our naivety.
Yeah.
And they take our kindness. And they take our youth and our innocence for our weakness.
Exactly.
And in this documentary, to just see how the table turned.
Yeah. So
how are you today?
Healed today. Healed for real. 7 years old. Happy life. Despite growing up with a mother addicted to substances, with things that she went through that afforded her to be a certain way. She was not a great mother to me. So one of the things that happened when I was 7 was my mother had been out all night on one of her all-nighters. Sometimes my mom could have been gone for weeks at sometimes in my life. Like right around that time of my life, cocaine, crack, it was big. I'm an 80s baby. I grew up pretty much, and we seen that a lot, growing up as children that had to raise themselves and care for themselves as mamas was out there doing what they was doing. And my mom just was not ready to be a mommy yet. So my dad had to go to work and provide and do what he had to do and be both parents, like a lot of people have to do. They have to kick in. When one ain't kicking in, the next person got to kick up. And my Dukes was, she wasn't ready to be a mom as much as she was ready to be in them streets. So she came home and my dad went to work. And I said, I'm a kid. I'm bored. I woke up. She just went to sleep. I can imagine. I'm a kid. I'm a mother now. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I just got here. What are you talking about, girl? Go on. I wouldn't do that, but that's what my mother did. Go on. Out. Go to the park. Go. I don't care where you go. That's how kids get out of here, making noise. Okay? And because, you know, I had a village. I grew up, my cousins and my uncles and my aunties, we all stayed in the same area. So I'm not saying like that didn't happen.
Right.
But to me as an adult now, that's a problem to allow your little 7-year-old child to just roam free.
Right.
That's a problem. But it wasn't uncommon in West Las Vegas, Nevada. There was a lot of little kids walking around being grown.
It became part of the culture.
It became a part of the culture. So my mom just was not ready to adult that day, and mommy. So that was when I had to figure out what I was doing. And I ended up going to my cousin's house, which my neighbor, which she was special needs. And she had a speech impediment, and people bullied her, and I always had a heart for people. I just never liked to see people being mean to people, you know, and people were mean to her, and I just was like, I'm gonna play with you today. So we went our way. I let my family, who would have protected me, had my family, and I'm gonna say this because my people, it's people in my family that can't even, they're not gonna even watch this, because they were so affected by what happened to me. They loved me for real. And they hated what happened to me, and that they were right there.
That's what you
I saw the story and it touched me deeply. Through the trauma that she had been through, and to have survived to become the woman that she is now is a great testament of God. I share in her story in some of those domestic violence, child molestation, so it hit real deep. And I'm just proud of her, and I'm proud of the women who seek to get healed, because there is a healing that needs to be needed when you go through a traumatic experience like that.
Oh, healing is extremely important due to the fact that it allows for you to really look deep down into your life in general, allow for you to be transparent, allow for you to utilize time to be accountable for things and parts that you played in any situation, and allows for you to move on. Because a lot of people aren't able to move on because they hold on to things. You know, they try to progress and do a lot of things inside of their jobs, inside of their work field, outside in ministry, or whatever field. But for some reason, they feel like they don't have a fulfilling type of situation going on internally, where they cannot fully enjoy the things that they are being able to accumulate, whether it's awards, accomplishments, accolades, you name it. So healing is extremely important, and this documentary here just adds to what I'm already doing, which is basically just holding myself accountable, you know, understanding that, hey, we're gonna go through, but we can get through. All we gotta do is just stay dedicated, stay focused, and realize the main thing. And once we recognize the main thing, we gotta keep the main thing, so we can receive that ordained thing. And that's what I get every time I'm around Lyric, every time I see her and whatever she's doing. You know, you see her reason why at all times. And that just motivates me and inspires me even more to continue to do that. Because when you see somebody in this capacity doing exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing, then it's like, okay, it's not impossible. So healing is something that we need to do. Healing is something that you must do, so that way you can be doing exactly what it is you're supposed to do and receiving that ordained thing.
I can't imagine, nevertheless, a grown woman, but a child going through anything like this. And to be just nobody there to comfort her at the age of 7 years of age. I can't even imagine it, because at 7, your hopes and dreams are just, you know, playing today is a good day, but to have someone to come in and violate you, a grown man. And she was such a smart young lady. She was trying to show this man she thought they couldn't even read or talk, he couldn't read. She went in to try to help him, and then he took advantage of her. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine as an adult, as a woman, never less as a child.
After seeing this documentary, Miss Lyric has really opened my eyes and understanding to what not only a strong, but a phenomenal, inspirational woman that she is. I couldn't imagine having to face the things and go through the things that she had to go through. When it comes to Lyric, I like to describe her as being what I like to say Yahweh certified, because she'll tell you a joke, but she'll never tell you a lie. Everything that she says is solid. She's consistent in how her demeanor and everything is. Every single time that you meet her, she's the same way. She never sways. She never tries to manipulate or take advantage of people. She's straight from the heart.
What do you mean, no? If I'm tired of your shit, I just want to go lay down.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
What you mean you ain't trying to
Go back where you been. Go back and lay where you
What
were.
the hell you I was here, guys? Now let me up here.
I can't keep being hurt.
Get your sister. I'm tired of your sister. She's driving me nuts.
Where's Lily? Lily, where your at?
But damn what they do. We tough. We built tough. We survivors. We gonna always be alright. You gonna do all this in front of your
You
kids?
shit with my man. I know exactly who the hell you is. Come here. You ain't person, girl.
I just want to leave. I don't want to be here anymore. Nah, you gotta chill.
This is a beat, Addicts beat. I'm eating white beat,
Keep your head up, even though I know you're fed up in life. Be throwing your punches, but you still gotta get up and fight. They low blows, but look, don't let it get you. Cause God, he got a plan, but Satan be trying to get you. I know you feel you're seeking, but both come to get you. Don't